Let's go one more. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
They'll run on first down. Grant. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Here's King to throw on second down. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Switch, switch, switch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 9-yard touchdown ground. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Check pass, check pass. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Switch up, switch it.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
This is Howard on second down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Alert, 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 alert. 54. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Right there.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. He's got a man, it's Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
King.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, they run with Howard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Howard. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Hey, alert 33. Let's see what you got. Mike 52. All day, baby, all day. Where's 52? I got you.
From the gun, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
5. 54. Ready? Right there.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got it to Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. 4th down, Mayfield. And Eifert has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On the delay, it's Howard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Markevious Mingo able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hey, alert 33.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on that.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 66 yards for him on the ground. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Yeah.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Right there. Smooth. Right there. 54.
Mayfield to throw it. This is caught by Williams. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Good track.
first down. It's Grant. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
And the Jets first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Watch the edge.
This is Grant. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Joseph is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Mike 5-4. Mike 5. Hey, exit. Hey.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. They go with Howard again. For a Miami touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27.
Come on.
Here's 2nd and 8. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
54. Mike 54. Yeah. You don't want none. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Hey, come on now. Come on now.
To throw is King. Throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard at the 18-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
King.
Again, it's Howard. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a 1st after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Running with Howard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All day, dog.
Trying the right side with Howard. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Kill.
On 2nd down now. It's Howard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Don't get nervous. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run on first down. Grant. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Looking to throw on second down. King. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And it's third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The kick by Joseph is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This one fielded at the 5. Shifts by him. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On second down, it's Howard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, watch the screen.
On the run, it's Ware. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Check. 20. Check. Watch 54. They can't hang with us.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Pistol. Mike's 5-4. All day, baby, all day.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Kyler Fackrell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, defense.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. It's Williams on the catch. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Come on, set. 54. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Hey.
On first down. It's Grant. And some room to roam now. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Grant with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Mike 54. I'm going to run you over.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, this is Howard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. On fourth down, it's Howard. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Grant. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They go back to Grant. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Oh, here we go.
On third down, Grant. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The kick by Joseph is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Jets, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase